Along with Star Wars Land and Toy Story Land coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, it seems that Muppets Courtyard is going to be expanded, but we'll get into it all up next. Hi there Waltoneers, I'm Jack. This is DSNY Newscast. Go ahead and subscribe down below as always. And congratulations to the DSNY Newscast pin winners from the last video on Thursday, which were Dia Lopez and Stephen Dorton. So congratulations, you'll be getting one of these pins. We're going to be doing it again in this video, so I'm going to be making the hidden Mickey a lot harder to find in this video, and also answer the question down below, which I'll say later on in the video, and the best suggestion will win one of these pins. And now with that being said, let's get to the news. So, with all of the construction taking place over at Disney's Construction Land, okay fine, I mean Disney's Hollywood Studios, but you know where I'm coming from. It seems that everyone has overlooked the mini land of Muppets Courtyard and all of this construction going on over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. As you see, when it was announced that Streets of America was going to be removed to make space for Star Wars Land, we assumed that all of the Streets of America's facades were going to be removed as well. But that doesn't seem to be the case. As you see, the Twitter user BioReconstruct, I'll leave a link to his Twitter profile down below for you to go and follow him, he has now posted some new aerial shots of the construction taking place over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And it shows us that these Streets of America facades opposite Muppets Courtyard will remain in place. The reason for this is more than likely because it's actually at the back of the Sci-Fi Diner, and any interference with the Streets of America structure might require Disney to shut the extremely popular dining venue. But that's not the only evidence for why Disney are going to be keeping around these facades, as Disney have already started to repaint them with some very bright and bold and Muppet-inspired colours, which is eerily reminiscent of the famous buildings, the Painted Ladies over in San Francisco. But that's not all, as what's adding even more of a line of reasoning to this thinking is the new raised levels which are starting to be shown over in this new open space walkway, which are probably being included as part of some sort of staged entertainment area instead. But it shows us that Disney are not just working on Star Wars Land and Toy Story Land, but they are really rethinking the entire layout of the Muppets Courtyard area as well. Additionally, we know that this will be the entrance area to Star Wars Land, and that these new facades which are being constructed are going to be the transition point from Muppets Courtyard into Star Wars Land. But also, this area at the back of the Great Movie Ride could act as a small walkway from Toy Story Midway Mania into Muppets Courtyard and then into Star Wars Land. However, all of this could go one step further with the Muppet Courtyard expansion, as it would be interesting to see if Disney would use the Muppets in some new sort of street level show like we've seen over at the Magic Kingdom, with great moments in history featuring the Muppets in Liberty Square, as they have already proven that this concept is extremely popular and a great format for the Muppets. But now it's over to you, the Waltoneers. I would like to know what you would like to see come to Muppets Courtyard, and really get creative with your suggestions, as the best suggestion will win one of these DSNY Newscast pins. So get creative in the comments section down below. However, sticking with the construction side of things, over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, it seems that Star Wars Land is starting to pick up the pace, as BioReconstruct spotted these curiously shaped pieces on the ground near the Battle Escape attraction. But the news site Blog Mickey has now spotted that the 8080s have now gone vertical within the Battle Escape attraction building. And over at Toy Story Land, the Slinky Dog Dash roller coaster is really starting to come together really fast, as Denise over at Mouse Steps Weekly, which is a great YouTube channel, go check it out, took these photos of the new twisting bends of the Family Thrill coaster over at Toy Story Land, with the new land expected to get its official opening date of sometime in May 2018 at D23 Expo in July. Oh, and by the way, you know that removable mobile stage that was meant to be coming to replace the Star Wars show stage outside the Great Movie Ride? Well, that's been cancelled for the time being, as the old stage is going to be returning in front of the Great Movie Ride on July 2nd. So unfortunately, it's going to once again obstruct the view of the nighttime projection shows Disney Movie Magic and Star Wars: A Galactic Spectacular. And lastly, moving on over to Disneyland, ahead of the debut of the new and enhanced Fantasmic, which returns on July 17th, Tom Sawyer's Island has now officially reopened. Go check out LMG Vids for a great walking tour of the changes that have come to Tom Sawyer's Island. I'll leave a link in the description box below. But also, Waltoneer and fan of the show Ethan Burke has sent in some photos of the construction of the new Columbia Gorge section of Rivers of America. Go check out Ethan on Instagram for more photos from Disneyland. But these new photos show us not only the amount of detail that Imagineering have put into the theming, which we would expect nothing less from Disney, but it also shows the trestle bridge that will be above the transition from Critter Country into Star Wars Land. And that's it for today's video. So go ahead and subscribe down below if you haven't already. These videos come out on a Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday, and leave a comment in the section down below so you can win one of these DSNY Newscast pins. We're going to have the online store going up fairly soon, and also go check out Universal Newscast channel if you haven't already. And I've been Jack, you've been you, and I'll see you real soon.